to be honest, I don't feel like I'm the one to actually be able to say, oh, we're doing the right thing, we're doing the wrong thing, because I feel like with anything with business and entertainment or any kind of career, you have to take risks. And I feel like that's what K-pop has done. Korean entertainment in general. Korea took a lot of risks, and sometimes taking a risk can be risky. That's why it's called a risk. Sometimes you can go flop. But luckily, the direction that K-pop has gone has only flourished, and it reached so many parts of the world that people didn't expect to. And the main thing for that, and the main reason for that happening, has got to be the internet. The internet's so advanced, because when I first debuted, we had internet back then, but it was slower. There wasn't that much free Wi-Fi in the world. But I feel like, the industry in Korea, they're being smart. They're using the internet, since it's so advanced, to reach out to all the fans. Back in the day, I'd have to watch Korean videos or Korean music programs through VHS tapes, and now we don't need that. And I feel like that's why the industry is doing so well, because they're being smart, using the internet to reach out to people, social media, YouTube channel, TV shows, and programs out there, all through YouTube, all through Vimeo, all the internet stuff that's out there right now. Korea is using that to their advantage, and I think that's the one thing they're doing properly. And I just hope that more and more people around the world get on there. Even people that aren't celebrities. You have YouTube stars now. Back in the day, who would have thought a person who could just put a video up on YouTube could become a celebrity and tour the world? But nowadays, the internet's so advanced, and Korea's being smart and using that to their advantage. I feel like it's half and half. Because with any artistic form, I feel like being original and keeping and staying close to the roots is very important. But at the same time, we're in a society, we're in a world right now that everybody wants to go global, and you want to be fair, and there's so much racism in the world and segregation. And I feel like when you bring different music from different cultures together, I feel personally that's a good thing. I've done it. I've worked with Jason Derulo in the past. I've worked with an artist that used to be in a group called Sweetbox from Germany. And to be able to do that, I feel like not only is Korea being more open-minded with music and entertainment, but at the same time, people from those countries, people all over the world are accepting music. And I feel like that's something to be proud about. When you see like Psy doing music with Snoop Dogg, or you got G-Dragon doing stuff with Missy Elliott, it's like, oh, why don't you just stick to the music you're doing? Why are you collaborating? I'm like, why not? It's just a great thing to see. You have an African-American artist, a Korean artist, a Caucasian artist, all coming together to do great things. I only think that's a positive thing. And how can you get anything negative from that? So, my personal opinion, I feel like artists collaborating with other artists from other countries is nothing but a great thing. I've thought about this for a long time. There's so many artists that I love listening to. I know she's kind of old in the business. A lot of people are like, oh my gosh, I can't believe she came back recently. She came back, last November? So I believe if I had the opportunity to, I would totally love to work with Janet Jackson. A lot of people are like, oh, Michael Jackson, da-da-da. Of course I love Michael. Who doesn't love Michael? But when I was in 6th grade and 5th grade, I was part of Janet Jackson's fan club, the Rhythm Nation fan club. And I told myself back then that I wanted to be her back dancer. That never happened. So Janet, if you're watching this, if you want to collaborate, I'm your #1 fan. I don't care who says they're fans of yours. I watched every video. I learned all your choreography. If I can collaborate with you, Janet, or any of the Jacksons, that'd be amazing. And for all you youngsters out there who don't know who Janet Jackson is, I guess for a younger artist out there that I want to collaborate with, who would I want to sing with? Actually, I've always wanted to work with rappers, because always working with R&B and pop ballads, I feel like that would be a new genre of music that I've never actually done. Jay-Z definitely. Jay-Z somebody I've always wanted to work with. Kanye, even though he could be a little cray-cray. um, yeah, I mean, yeah, those are some artists I do want to work with that aren't Korean artists. Why you said goodbye? I'm so confused, don't know. For all the young aspiring artists out there, I feel like you're gonna hit a wall sometimes in life. You're gonna have people critique you in ways where you're not gonna want to hear those kind of critiques. You're gonna want to hit people in the face. You're gonna want to just curse out the world. And that anger, don't use that anger for negativity. Use that anger to boil up something inside of you to be more passionate with the gift that you have. If you're truly gifted, you're truly talented in music, entertainment, anything in the arts, don't give up. That's one thing. It matters on what you're trying to do with your artistry. If it's only for money or fame, please don't do it then. If it's actually because you want to entertain people or you enjoy what you do on stage, that's the main reason why I feel like you should do it. If money is a thing, you're gonna hit a wall sometimes, and in entertainment, I'll tell you from personal experience, you're not gonna be the richest person out there. You're not gonna be no Bill Gates. I mean, of course you have your rich pop stars out there, of course, like, I don't know, like the Jacksons, GD from Big Bang, and all these guys who make good money, but just because they make money doesn't mean all stars make money. So keep that in mind and do it if you're passionate about it. And like I said, if you get critiqued, don't use that and say, oh, I'm gonna quit. Because if you quit, that just shows that you've never actually was passionate about your own work. Simple words like, oh, you don't sound good here, your tone's bad here. Fix it. Those are words of advice. People are helping you out. Even online, trust me, this again from experience, not only people who are been in the business for a long time, but fans, or what they call anti-fans, will try to bring you down, but that's just the test. You have to overcome that test and just be strong no matter what. Just don't give up and prove to these people who are negative towards you that I can do this, and try to change their minds instead of actually showing anger towards them. Oh, I love my fans. But I mean, that's the thing. Everyone says that. Some people mean it. Some people say it because they know they need to say it. They know that that's what the fans want to hear. I feel like, in a way, with entertainment, you have to sometimes say what the fans want to hear. But at the same time, be real about it too. I mean, when I say I love my fans, I do love my fans. But at the same time, there's days where sometimes I wish my fans would understand where I'm coming from and not being so nitpicky about some of the things I say, because one person could say something, and if I said, oh, I love you to a fan, and the girl next to her saying, oh my God, Brian said I love you to this girl, maybe he really wants to give his heart to her. No, I'm just saying I love you because you've been there for me. You can say I love you to your mom. You're not gonna marry your mom. So I just feel like a lot of people, they misinterpret certain words, and I just feel like sometimes just take it as it is, for all the fans out there. And that's how I love my fans. Like, my fans have been supportive since day one. They know who I am. They know I'm totally, I want to say, I need to fix it because a lot of Koreans say that I'm so not celebrity-like, because if I see somebody on the street and they're like, oh, Brian, I'm like, oh no, I'm not like that. I'm actually too down to earth sometimes. I'm not trying to say good things about myself, but that's how I feel. If someone comes up to me and says hi to me, I say hi back. If someone wants a hug, cool. As long as you don't smell or you're sweaty, I'll give you a hug. And I just feel like the people who say they support you, they're the reasons why you're doing what you're doing. For all you artists out there too who happen to be seeing this, it's true. You have a gift, but at the same time, you can't really do much with that gift if people don't accept it and people support you for that gift. And that's how I feel like my fans are for me. Whatever I do, they're supportive. My flower shop, they buy my flowers. My music, they download my music. Shows, they come to the performances. And for that reason, every time I see a fan, I'm always touched. And that might sound cliche as well, but that's the very truth. yeah, my fans know me. They'll probably write some underneath comments down and say he's true. Da da da. Da. Like I was recently in California, and it'll be on my YouTube video. But these two girls recognized me at a candy shop, so I went in and took pictures with them, hugged them, because it was just awesome that they recognized me and they like, oh my God, Brian. I'm like, oh my gosh, you're better than me because you're the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing. So yeah, for me it's not cliche. For me it is. I mean every word I say to you guys. I don't know what's up next from Brian Joo. For all the other celebrities out there who always have their futures planned, I'm gonna be honest, that kind of sucks because I feel like going with the flow, going with not knowing what's gonna happen in the future is so much more fun and exciting with life, you know? Because no one knows what tomorrow's gonna bring to you. You know, and I mean, of course, there's certain things you have to have kind of set for the future, like jobs and gigs and meetings and stuff like that. But what I mean by that is, I like not knowing sometimes what I want to do next because, like I said, new hobbies can form tomorrow, new aspirations, new connections to people, you know, through networking, and I honestly just don't have any idea what's going to happen in the future. So whatever I do, I said this to my fans before, just bear with me, and I'll just do whatever I can to make you guys stick by my side to the end.